by faith. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine. How does he transgress by wine? His philosophy. LGBTQ. It's alright for two women to carpet punch, two men to sword fight. This is what he pushes in the schools now, on the young children. This red man, yeah? The Edomite. Because he transgresseth by wine, his philosophies. He's a proud man. He's very proud. He's telling you what he's going to do in 2050. This man is full of pride. Not knowing his judgment is around the corner. Putin's got missiles pointed at Great Britain as we speak. And you're going to be blown to smithereens with nuclear weapons. Nuclear bombs are coming to Great Britain. Are you ready for the weather to change? 1,000,000 degrees. Yeah? And it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. It's speaking loud and clear now. He said that there's going to be famines. Famines is coming. Food shortages. World War III. And a white man's captivity. It's on its way. How do you feel about slavery? Because it's your turn to go into captivity. And it says, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. So the makeup of the so-called white man is not just. Yeah? He will give his own people, after 27 years of raping children, yeah, he will only give him 10 years, a policeman, 10 years behind bars. When a white cop kills a black man, he doesn't even get sentenced, he gets nothing. Yeah? But that's why the real judge is coming. Jesus Christ, that black man is coming. The black Christ, the black judge is on his way. He's coming to judge the white man in his world. And all you other nations still are going to be judged. Yeah? And it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Why? Because he's always in other people's business. He's in Iraq. He's in Iraq. He was in Syria. He's in China. He's in all these other nations, rape, robbing, and murdering. Because this is his modus operandi. He can't help himself. This is the makeup. This is the way the one they call God made him. But they don't believe in God because they are a godless nation. Yeah? Even the Chinese are going to fight them. It's going to be a beautiful thing when they all fight each other. Because we're going to sit back with our popcorn and our wine and watch them destroy each other. And it says, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Right, his desire is to steal. Right? Chinese are going to war, did you know that? You're going to, where are you from? Vietnam, you're still the same people. You all come from the same people. They're going to war. Vietnamese are going to war. They're going to war with the white man. And it says, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. Everywhere this man goes, it causes death. He is the harbinger of death. Right? What was that? 2 Thessalonians. We'll get that after, yeah? And it says, this Bible's got this white man right in his crosshairs, man. It's a beautiful thing, the way this Bible explains this man. That's why they didn't allow us to read this Bible in slavery. Yeah? They used to cut our tongues out because we can identify the devil the Bible speaks of. Yeah? The cracker himself. This evil man that walks around in a suit and tie proclaiming to be a just man. Yeah? He is as deaf and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations. What does he call his society? A melting pot. How do you think he built his society? 400 or 500 years of free labor. Yeah? Off of the sweat of the backs of the blacks, Hispanics and native Indians. Free labor. But that's why the tables are turning now, yeah? We're coming to the end of the Greco-Roman white man's empire. The white man's society is imploding, it's falling apart. And I can't wait for Putin to launch the missiles. Can you wait for the missiles?
Sorry?
The missiles, you know about the missiles coming? Did you know the society's falling apart?
Well, I mean, society is always falling apart.
No, I'm talking about falling apart.
Right.
Because what you got to realise, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19, you're but a wee, what a neva on this earth. If you realise, from the 1970s, this society's been going down. Do you know it's been going down? Because have you heard about slavery? Do they teach you about slavery in school?
Of course.
Who was in slavery? Which people was in slavery, my dear?
Black people.
Right, black
Right.
people. How was this society built?
Well, they weren't just, actually, I think they were also in Egypt. There were also Jewish slaves.
And who
in
were the Jewish
Egypt.
slaves?
Yeah.
Who were they?
No idea. But I know
Black
that
people.
Were they?
Of course. Egypt is what? You're talking about Moses' time, aren't you?
Right.
Right. So, the Egyptians of antiquity, what colour were they?
Honestly, I don't know.
Huh?
I have no idea.
Because when it, see 19, when they portray Egypt this day, they portray it as white people.
Right.
Right. So you got to realise when Ptolemy took Egypt, that's when it became white.
Right.
Do you know about this history?
No.
Right. Ptolemy
Swear.
was one of Alexander's generals. Yeah, Ptolemy, Cassander, Seleucus, and Melasimaeus.
Right.
And when the white man came into power, he took the earth. Because if you know, it was predominantly brown people what ruled that part of the earth. Egypt is the dark race. Yeah? But not the people what you see there now are not the original people. Just like you got...
Just like Americans.
Right, and just like Australia, was indigenous people were what?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Right,
Yeah.
the Aborigines. So people move around. And you got to realise
It's
it's
like
the core...
Christopher Columbus.
Right,
He
Christopher...
was a bad man.
He was bad, wasn't he?
He was bad.
So why do they celebrate him then?
I have no idea. But
Because-
I think they stopped a bit more now. But I think they do.
No,
like,
they got a Columbus Day.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate,
Yeah.
what do they call that? Hegemony, putting someone on the height, yeah? Right.
They had a statue and everything.
Yeah, everything, they've got the statue, but they're starting to take it down now,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
they're taking down all the slave statues. You heard about that? And in Britain, yeah, they're taking them down. In Bristol, they had that guy where they dumped him in the lake. Do you remember all that when George Floyd? Do you remember
Oh,
George
yeah,
Floyd?
yeah.
They started to take down, and recently they started to take down all the statues in Great Britain, all the slave
Fair
statues.
enough.
Why? Because now it's a smudge on their society. You've got to realise there's a judgment coming for slavery. See this? Can you see what's all happening in society today? Yeah? This is me. Right, but what do you think should happen for this? You're an intelligent 19-year-old. What education you got? Did you go to college?
Well, I went, but I couldn't stay for too long because of financial issues.
Oh, okay. Right, so what do you reckon should happen for this? If you was in charge, you see like we had Margaret Thatcher one time. You're the Prime Minister now, and you're in Parliament, and you're telling your associates, right, what we need to do...
I do believe that people, I don't believe that someone should tell someone to not do it. I believe that everyone
But
should
is
just
that
know
gonna-
to not do it.
Right, but if anybody can speak.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words, as they
But
say.
then how would you stop someone from, you know what I mean?
No, but I'm
Like,
saying this has happened.
Yeah.
So what do we do about this?
That's
You've
what
got to
I'm
have,
saying.
you've got to have duality, innit? No duality? Right, you've got some kind of balance. Yeah?
So you're saying to punish all white people?
No, not white people. Because there's not really no such thing as white people, really, is it? Because you're not really white, are you?
You know what?
Am I black? You know they call me black. You know they call us black people. Am I really black?
No, I mean like,
Looking
like
at- no,
white,
look at
like
me.
white. There are different shades of white as there are different shades of black. So
My jumpers, my
jumper is black. Yeah.
What colour's my arm?
Brown.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You're...
I'm pretty much white.
No. Put your hand to this. Okay.
Yeah.
What colour is that? What is it?
Yeah. I'm more cream, that's white.
No, not. Put it again and show me. Put your
white.
finger like that. What colour would you say your finger is?
Red.
Thank you.
The red man.
Right, red. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So why do they call us black people and they say that you're white?
To differentiate.
No. Have you ever looked up the etymology of the word black? It means dark, dirty, evil, soiled,
Yeah,
without
that's
light.
like also saying, see, I really, like, you know when people say they're the black sheep of the family?
Right.
I never got that because that's not, I don't find that fair.
Right, because what it is...
Because it is the person that
It's
isn't a part of
negative.
it. Yeah,
Negative.
right.
So that's why
Like
they...
yin and yang.
Yeah. So that's what they've done.
Black and white.
Yes, see,
Yeah.
that's why they call us that black people, because they're saying that we're the negative vibration on the earth. But we used to sing a song in school called "There's a Brown Girl in the Ring," because we are brown.
Yeah.
There's nothing black and white means what?
Yeah.
Pure, clean, angelic, holy. So this is the mind games they play. And during slavery, this is what they did to us. They played a lot of mind games. That's why you see black on black crimes high, because they've done a lot of numbers on us. What you got to realise, there's a biblical. How do you feel about the Bible? You ever read the Bible?
I have. I agree with some aspects of it, but not the whole Bible.
What aspects do you believe in? Or you have some kind of thing?
Just the beliefs that it doesn't matter how someone treats you, you should be a nice person because you are you, and you shouldn't treat someone the way that they treat you.
Okay, but the Bible talks about...
But it talks about, because I did read something that said, it was said in a complicated way, but it just said, no matter how someone treats you, stay pure and stay who you are, don't stoop down to that level.
No, it don't say that in the Bible.
It do.
It says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. What about that part? Have you read
I
that?
didn't see that bit.
Yeah? I'm
I
reading for you.
bookmarked it.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you something. Because what it is, the youngsters, they teach them the opposite of... That's why they took the Bible out of school now. You don't see it here. Right, this is Galatians. Galatians was Paul writing to the Jews in Galatians 6 and 7. Yeah? It says, be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right.
Right, you reap what you sow.
Right.
So right, who sowed this?
What do you mean? Oh, right.
Who sowed this? This or this? I can see
Yeah. So.
white man,
Yeah.
white people. Yeah, the ancestors done this. So it says there, whatever someone reaps, they gotta take whatever's coming. This is God's law. Right? In Revelations it said, huh?
Just calm.
Yeah, see, that's a natural principle, and karma is a natural. So what goes around comes around. So slavery has got to come back onto the so-called Caucasians now. But first, there's going to be world war. Have you heard about what's happening with Russia
Yeah.
and Ukraine? They're demonizing Russia because you know Russia's a Christian country.
But you know there is still slavery going on to this day with Muslims and stuff in China. They're like Muslim camps and shit
Yeah,
like that.
all right. But how long has their slavery been? Has it been 400 to 500 years of free labor? Do you know the blacks are still slaves now?
Really?
Have you got a national insurance number? Have you got a birth certificate? You're a slave as well, but not. I mean, not on
To the society, I guess.
to the Rothschilds.
Right.
They own the banks, so you're a slave to them. But this here hasn't been. There's been no repercussions for us. But God said there's got to be repercussions. And what He's doing now is breaking down. Because you know what's happening in society today? There's lack of money, lack of jobs. And God said He's going to do that in the last days for the Caucasians because of this. Someone's got to pay for this. This nation now is going to pay for this.
Yeah.
Because that's good said it, karma. That has to happen.
Then why would it come back to this lifetime if it was?
Because what you've got to realise, there is reincarnation.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Right, what goes around when it comes back in the third and fourth generation. So what it is, the people what done this are on the earth now.
Right.
See what I mean? So that's why they're going to be judged.
So the Caucasian people who've done it have reincarnated into brown people.
No,
No.
you come back in your own nation.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah, if you're a Chinese man, you come back as a Chinese person. If you're a black person, you come so-called black. Islamic said we established I'm brown.
Right.
Yeah, but you come back in your own nation, right? What did they tell you? What country are you from? Which country?
France.
You're from France. The rule Louis VI, I think it was Louis.
French is a very racist country.
Yeah,
France
but
is
we
very-
got to realise the French was originally so-called black people. Have you heard of the Dark Ages? You ever heard of the Dark Ages? What was you doing at school, my dear?
I've been through a lot of stuff, so I
Okay, sorry. I won't.
not be able to.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry. Yeah. The Dark Ages is when dark people ruled. That's why you got the Knights of the Round Table. What colour's knight?
Right.
Yeah, what colour's knight? It's a dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so why were they called Knights of the Round Table? You got to look into the etymology of it. Knights. Let me show you a knight. Let me show you.
What a knight is in like in shining on.
Yeah. Let me show you something. Right here. I didn't put this book together, as you can see in it.
Right.
Yeah? There's a knight in shining armour. That's a knight Maurice.
Right.
Yeah? See this book here? African presence in early Europe. Right?
Right.
Right. Because they know that the so-called black people ruled in the early times. Let me show you a little something. Have you heard of William Shakespeare?
Yeah, obviously.
You know who played, let me see if I can find it. What's in the prestigious. Have you heard of Laurence Olivier? She's one of England's greatest actors. Why is he wearing a black face? Right, so why is one of their greatest actors playing Othello in blackface?
To be fair, nowadays we know like everyone knows that that's wrong, but I feel like a lot of things back then were more like apologize if that makes sense. Like people were more apologetic to a lot of things, even like homophobia and like transphobia, all of that. Like
If you talk about homophobia, when you go back in the time, they didn't sex stuff like that.
no, right,
It had to be swept under the carpet.
right. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like people didn't care as much. Now,
It's
if
not that they
someone
didn't
saw
care,
that,
they had morals, a lot more morals back
Yeah.
then. It wasn't that they didn't care, but there was a way of your life was supposed to
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
Right? You had morals, you had the woman used to stay at home with the children, used to take care of the house. It was only that when the Rothschilds wanted to bring more money and they said, let's make the women go to work. That way we get more taxes. Right? So it's more about money. It wasn't about conditioning because back in the, if you look back, the women used to dress more modest,
yeah,
right?
more conservative.
Right, because they had principles. Yeah? But now it's just chaos. You've got to realise in society it's just chaotic now. Right, so that's why we need to go back. There's got to be some kind of laws. Because right now it's chaotic. You've got homosexuality. How do you feel about homosexuality?
I'm not opposed to it.
Are you lesbian?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you've got to realise, how did we get here? How did you get here?
Like man and woman.
Thank you. See that? That's it. So why now they're pushing this agenda about homosexuality? Because when you don't realise this, if people say we say, all right, let's all be homosexuals and lesbians. We've got all the women on one island and all the men on another island. Come back in 100 years, what's going to be left? Bones.
I guess so, but then again, there are a lot of like men and women that have children that they don't want necessarily, and so a lot of like gay couples, they're the ones that adopt those kids and give them a home,
Right.
because they can't have their own child. So it is.
Yeah, but how are they going to be conditioned now? The cycle is going to keep going.
Yeah.
When the Lord said, God said, because this society is godless. They don't even think about God. They've taken it out of the schools. Yeah? You don't hear about Jesus in the schools no more. right? Because what you got to realise, this society is set up on Satan worship. Did you know that?
When I was at school, we learned about like nearly every religion. We went to all of
You're
the
19.
places.
What age? You said you're 19.
19, yeah.
Right. So back then they did have it.
Yeah.
But what it
I
is-
don't know about now.
Yeah, that's what they're done. Because I was working in the school
Oh, really?
and they had things about giving kids the legal right to basically say to themselves, I want to be a boy. Say I want to be a girl. And the girl said, I want to be a boy. They're giving them what's the word I'm looking for? They're giving them, the basic choice to say that. Yeah?
But I find it also, I was going to say, I actually find it really wrong that we're exposing younger people to like this whole gender neutral thing and this and this.
Right.
Because a long time ago, it was that way and that's the way it is.
You have to hide it, exactly. You just
Right,
get on with it.
and you don't make it everyone else's
Thank
problem.
you.
It's
Right.
your life,
Right.
you deal with it, that's
Right.
fine. You do what
Right.
you want, but it's your life. You don't have to make it like for everyone else to know,
Right,
for the
right.
whole world to
Yeah.
know your life. That
Right.
I don't really,
But-
because it makes younger people think, oh, this is cool, well, I'm going to do
Exactly.
this. And then everyone just follows through and follows along, and then, that's how society works. Someone does it, and another person's going to want to do it,
Right,
and then
right.
it follows. So then,
Right, but that's why they say it's a cancer. When you got cancer, what do? You
Well,
can't get rid of 1%, well, 90% of it, or 99% of it. What are you going to do? You've got to get all of it.
Yeah.
So this is why they do it, it's spreading now. And God said, we've got laws in the Bible, yeah? And the laws have been broken so much now, that God is getting angry. You believe in God?
I'm more spiritual than like
Right,
an
so that's what I'm
actual-
trying to say. The Edomites are the so-called, you know the Greeks were? The Greeks was like Alexander the Great.
Right.
Yeah? You know about Alexander?
I do.
Right. The Romans was who? You know the Romans are the so-called white people.
Yeah.
The Greeks are the so-called white people. Right. So you're not calling yourself Greeks and Romans no more, are you?
Pretty sure I was a Roman actually.
You're a Roman.
Yeah, I think so.
You just said you was what country? You're France.
Oh, it's France. Wait, France is...
France is...
Right.
No, the Vikings are gone. They say that, but the Vikings are black. All this, it's all right. Everything you've learned has been taken. Because if you know about the Renaissance is when the white man come back into power. Because if you know about the Dark Ages, prior to that, the so-called black people ruled the earth. That's why you got knights. Right? That's why you got William Shakespeare being a black man, but now you see he's a white man. It's called the Renaissance, the rebirth. But what happened in the Renaissance was, they had a term called iconoclasm. You know what iconoclasm is? It's the definition of icons. Because before we didn't have photographs, we killed them. We didn't have photographs. We didn't have photographs. We had icons, paintings.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So what did they do? They,
Like tapestries, so like...
yeah. What they've done is I've got a picture here somewhere. I'm looking for it. What they did is they took the black painting of Christ. You see this here?
Yeah.
Who's this here?
Jesus.
That's Jesus, isn't
That
it?
is Jesus.
Huh? This is Jesus. Huh? Listen. This is what they told us is Jesus.
Yeah.
You say that's supposed to be the same person. You take the bonnet off.
It does
You
look
take the bonnet off.
like the same.
This is who this man is. This man is Cesare Borgia. He was the Pope of Alexander VI of Rome. Yeah? Here he's here. Rodrigo Borgias. Yeah?
Right.
They had a program
Oh,
called
that's-
the Borgias. You know, they're at the top of the crime family. You know when you talk about the Gambinos and all these crime families, this family's at the top.
For what?
For crime.
But what? Right.
Him, this is the one they call Jesus.
Right.
They used to rape, rob and murder. You know the modus operandi of them days. They used to go around, you know, like the conquistadors. They used to go to the Spanish. They used to go to the islands, kill Christopher Columbus.
Right, yeah.
Have you heard of Bartholomew de las Casas?
No.
What they used to do, they said when they reached the New World, they called it. But this is, you know, they had the so-called Indian babies, hyenas. They said they never put down their sword once. You know, they used to test the sharpness of their sword. They used to throw like a hyena baby in the air, chop it in half.
Jesus Christ.
They used to feed their dogs with so-called native Indians fresh. Yeah? These are the guys we're talking about.
Right,
They spawned from them, yeah? This guy here commissioned Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci to paint his son as the new Jesus Christ. That's why we got this today.
So we worship the murderer.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's what you know what I mean? We talk about how you put
But that's see, I know this. I actually do agree with that because I always believe. How do we know that these things really happened? How do we know the real truth behind these stories? You know, because they paint these people out to be such like heroic people.
Yes.
But we don't know that. We don't know what goes like Christopher Columbus.
Right.
We everyone thought, oh, he found America or whatever.
Right.
But he enslaved everyone that was living there.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors because something's written in a book.
No, what we've got to realise is you've got duality. We talked about duality. There is a righteous people on the earth and there is actually a wicked nation. The righteous nation is not wicked. The Bible talks about it. The Bible talks about the Israelites being righteous and the Edomites being the wicked nation. Esau is the father of a nation called the Edomites. They're the father of the Edomites. Right? Jacob is the father of the Israelites. These are two warring nations who are always going to war. Now, would you say black people and white people? They're really friends. They're not friends with a white people. Would you say like George Floyd? Would you say like George Floyd was treated the same? Have you heard the story about them two Caucasian children firing their guns at the cops? Did you hear that story? Right, what they were saying is, we've got to take our time, because they were Caucasian kids, so they got to No. But there's nothing up there. The Bible says, have the truth but don't sell it. Yeah? I'm not here just teaching the truth. Right? And as we say, the Edomite, yeah, are the father, is the father of the so-called Caucasians today. Because everyone's got a biblical nationality, whether they believe it or not. But English and all these terms come later. Yeah? Even though England goes back to the covenant land. Like I was explaining to you, the so-called black people ruled Europe for 1,000 years. They don't teach us in school. The Dark Ages, that's what it's called. I like the Byzantine Empire, it's called, the Byzantium. And when they said that, they called it backwards.
I've never heard of any of that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say. You know, all this, the people in Yale and the Oxford and the Cambridge, they taught these things because they are going to a prestigious school, so they're the next
Which
higher
is
up.
bad.
Yeah, but you've got to have rulers and you've got to have certs.
Yeah.
That's balance, right?
So I think we should all be educated.
Yeah, but that means that everybody has to get the truth. They want lies. They want to lie. They want to keep the people in darkness. You see? But this is
Same with the government, to be honest.
the government. That's what they're about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just liars. Yeah. And this is the father of the 12 tribes. See these people there? The blacks.
Right, yeah.
It's going all the way down to the Mexicans. If you look at all these people on that side, Dominicans and all that, if you look at them, what have they got in common? Are they rich? Are they all rich people? They're at the bottom. If you look at all these people, they're at the bottom. In favelas, you know, the black people in ghettos, the so-called Haitians and whatnot. Mexicans, they're all in the low estate. Right, because they are the Israelites. When we broke God's laws, he said he was going to put us at the bottom of society. This is how we know who we are. But he said, your brother Esau will be ruling in the last days when Christ comes. He said he'll give them 3 cracks to try and get it right. But they still haven't got it right, because what have they done? They took the Bible in their court, but then they throw the laws and bring their own.
Yeah.
See what I mean? When you go to court, you've got to swear on the Bible. See what I mean? But what do? They don't open up the Bible and use the laws within it. See what I mean? So they're just using it as a guise. See what I mean? But the one they call Jesus Christ is on his way now. He's coming back. This is how we know. When he says you see wars, rumors of wars, famines. You know America's drying up. You know their land is drying up. They have a water crisis over there. They're having food crisis. There's food crisis here, but they're not telling the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By at the end of the year, they're saying there's a lack of food in the shop. You know that? Yeah.
Like 2 years ago.
Huh?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Fine, yeah. You see what happens when
I think that's probably why they don't want to tell us if that is the
because
case.
and you know what it is, they do trial and error. The government's about, let's see how the people react.
Yeah.
Right?
They reacted quite badly.
Right. So this is why
So
they
now
know.
they just rather.
Yeah, but what you've got to realise, they've got a thing called the Hegelian dialect. It's called action, the happenings and then solution.
Yeah.
Right? So everything they've got a solution for. So right now they're going to a cashless society. Did you know about that? Yeah. Cryptocurrency and all that.
Right.
They want to get rid of the people whose money in their pocket. So now they're saying this coronavirus business, oh, we can't be touching money because we'll be spreading it. So right, they're going into a cashless society.
Yeah, right.
So and that way they can control your finances, because they'll be able to turn off
Yeah,
if you
because
don't.
everything's like logged and everything.
Right,
Because it's-
but then when I put it, there it is there, look, see this? See this microchip? They want to put that,
I don't know where it was, but there was a country they do have it in their hand.
right,
And it's there.
it's a
like
microchip.
rice.
This
Yeah.
is what they want to put in
The
there.
size of rice. And
Yeah.
apparently you have some medical records.
Everything in it.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
But you got to do it though, otherwise you'll be deleted out of society. It's in the Bible, let's read it
Yeah.
quickly, because you probably want to go now, yeah?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm actually
Oh, okay.
enjoying this. This is nice.
Right, it's just Revelations 13 and 16, yeah? And it says here, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Then it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save you he had the mark. The
Yeah.
mark is that microchip.
Mhm.
And here is the name of the beast. The number is the name of his written 666.
666.
Yeah? Because if you look on the barcode, you see the barcode? It's 666.
Oh, right, yeah.
6, 6. So now they want to put the barcode in you.
Oh, yes, yeah.
See what I mean?
Mhm.
This society, actually when we're walking around, we're not realising we're walking around in a society was ruled by a satanic vibration. Have you heard of Anton Levine? House of Satan. How about Aleister Crowley? See all these up higher uppers, you know, the Gordon Browns, we've got what's his name there? Boris Johnson, the Bushes, and now we've got what's his name? Biden. They're all reverence a man called Aleister Crowley.
Who's that?
He was a top wizard, he was a warlock.